Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing a draft. So, this side's going to be Raw, this side's going to be SmackDown. Let's begin it here with, okay, so the Hardy Boys. You see I have a lot of figures of Jeff Hardy. For Raw, we have the Imperium on SmackDown. We have Scott Hall and Kevin Nash on SmackDown. We have the AOP going to Raw from NXT. We have Gallows and Anderson going to SmackDown. We have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn going to SmackDown. We have Los Guerreros going to Raw. We have the Usos going to Raw. We have the Revival going to SmackDown. We have the American Alpha going to Raw. We have the Undisputed Era on SmackDown. We have Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa on SmackDown. We have the Dudley Boys on Raw. We have Miz and Mizdow on Raw. And to round off Raw, we have the Raw Tag Team Champions Samoa Joe and Rusev. Right, before I change the angle a little bit, so we have AJ Styles on Raw. We have Roman Reigns going to SmackDown. Shinsuke Nakamura going to SmackDown. Cedric Alexander going to Raw. Ricochet going to Raw. We have Brock Lesnar going to SmackDown. We have Randy Orton going to SmackDown. We have Finn Balor on SmackDown. We have Sting on SmackDown. We have Kane on Raw. We have Triple H on SmackDown. Right, so we have Seth Rollins on Raw. We have Shelton Benjamin for SmackDown. We have the Singh Brothers on Raw. We have Aleister Black on SmackDown. We have Dolph Ziggler on Raw. Cesaro on SmackDown. Suicide on Raw. Goldberg on SmackDown. Keith Lee on SmackDown. Velveteen Dream on Raw. Braun Strowman on Raw. Kurt Angle on Raw. We have Rey Mysterio on Raw. Drew Gulak on Raw. We have the Forgotten Sons going to Raw. We have Elias on SmackDown. We have Matt Riddle on SmackDown. We have Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix on SmackDown. If you're wondering why I'm picking up more than one figure, it's because I've made multiple attires for these people. We have Andrade going to Raw. We have Kenny Omega going to Raw. We have Dean Ambrose going to SmackDown. Lance Archer going to Raw. Killer Cross going to SmackDown. John Morrison going to Raw. We have Jeff Cobb going to SmackDown. Daniel Bryan going to SmackDown. Chris Jericho going to SmackDown. We have RVD going to Raw. Will Ospreay going to Raw. We have Scott Steiner, the World Champion, on Raw. We have Drew McIntyre on Raw. We have Big E on SmackDown. We have Tony Nese on SmackDown. Right, we have Kofi Kingston going to SmackDown. We have Jinder Mahal going to Raw. Bray Wyatt going to SmackDown. Sin Cara going to SmackDown. We have Santino going to Raw. Angel Garza going to SmackDown. We have EC3 on Raw. We have Bobby Roode on Raw. We have Tyler Bate on SmackDown. We have Hulk Hogan on Raw. We have Shawn Michaels on SmackDown. We have Vladimir Kozlov on Raw. We have Mick Foley on SmackDown. We have The Undertaker going on both brands. So we'll just keep him somewhere else. We have Umaga going on Raw. We have Del Rio going on Raw. We have Rich Swann going to SmackDown. Oh my God. Yeah, sorry about that technical issue. We have TJP going to Raw. We have Buddy Murphy on Raw. We're gonna have Eric Rowan on Raw. We're gonna have Neville on Raw. We're gonna have Jack Swagger on Raw. We have Pete Dunne on SmackDown. We have Carlito on SmackDown. We have R-Truth on SmackDown. We have John Cena on Raw. We have CM Punk on SmackDown. We have gentleman Jack Gallagher going to SmackDown. We have Ali on Raw. We're gonna have Rhino on SmackDown. We're gonna have Wade Barrett on SmackDown. We have the British Bulldog on SmackDown. We have the Ascension going to Raw. So I've decided to change my mind about Undertaker. Since I've got two figures, I'm gonna put both in each box to make it so it makes more sense to have since he's on both brands. We have Akira Tozawa on SmackDown. We have Ty Dillinger on Raw. We have Baron Corbin going to SmackDown. We have Austin Aries going to Raw. So as you can see, I've split up NXT a little bit. The NXT roster is now mixed in with everyone else. And I think that's it. We're going to have both general managers over here. I think that's it. So these are the two boxes for the rosters. That's the Raw roster, and that is going to be the SmackDown roster. So if you like this type of video, tell me down below. And if you want to see more of these type of videos, send me a message saying you want to see more of these. Some superstars who are not yet drafted could be drafted in the future. Say if I get them, new superstars will be added to each roster, and I could update out you guys on that on Instagram. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like. If you want me to do like this is basically a collection video if you think about it, but I think I have more figures, but I just haven't put them on brands. Yeah, so what's it called? Please like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. I'll catch you later.